Hello, God's people. Happy Sunday evening. I pray that you've had an amazing day already and that you've had some time with God, maybe even have attended a church service or whatever your day has entailed. Welcome. I am Anita Johnson Merchant, known as the Prayer Advocate. I am sold out to prayer. Psalms 116:2 says, because he bends down to listen, I will pray as long as I have breath. I wanted to stop by really quickly this evening and share with you something that God has placed on my heart to share with his people. And it's something that everyone, no one is excluded from being distracted with your time that you spend with God. Remember, distractions are things that pull you away from God. It pulls you away from your prayer time, your study time of reading his word. It pulls you away from God. That's the number one thing that affects most Christians and believers with their time is distractions that pull them away from spending time with God. I want to share with you today 5 things that you will know have overtaken you and distractions have pulled you away from spending time with God. I'm going to say that in a little different way. 5 things that I'm going to share with you that you will know have overtaken you, have taken your time away from you having time to spend time with God. Number 1, you have no desire. You are not motivated. That's one way of knowing that distractions have taken over you. Number 2, you are complacent with the distraction, meaning you've allowed that distraction to have you to be comfortable and you're okay with it, even knowing that it's pulling you away from the time that you're spending with God. Number 3, you have allowed your time to be robbed by this distraction. Yes, your time can be robbed by the distraction in which you are not sure what's going on and you're wondering why you're just not having that time with God like you want to. You have allowed your time to be robbed by whatever that distraction is to where you won't get into the presence and spend time with God. Number 4, you have just given up and decided that you will do nothing and just sit and allow the distraction to continue to pull you away from God. That's how you know you have been overtaken by the distraction. And number 5, you are allowing it. You are not doing anything about it. And you're just going along with knowing the fact that it is a distraction that's pulling you away and keeping you from God. I want to encourage you to think about these 5 distractions. What is it that's pulling you away, that has taken over you, that has taken and is robbing your time that you spend with God, that has taken over where you've gotten complacent, that just have taken over where you do not even have a desire to spend time with God? I want to encourage you to take some time alone and think about and ask yourself the question, what am I allowing as a distraction to keep me from spending time with God? What am I allowing as a distraction to keep me from getting into the presence of God? What am I allowing as a distraction to keep me just sitting there going through the motions of knowing I should be spending more time with God, but you don't? Think about this question. I want you to think about what I've shared with you and ask yourself, what distractions am I allowing to overtake me, to pull me away from spending time with God? I pray that this bless someone and that you get something out of this, of what I've shared. It will cause you to stop in your tracks and your business and think about what distraction is truly pulling you away from spending time with God. On my next video, I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do to help you overcome that distraction or those distractions that's pulling you away from God. So think about it. And until my next video, I want you to be blessed. And remember this, let nothing good or bad interrupt your consistent prayer life. Be blessed.